guys? Good afternoon, everyone. So, I was going to say, I'm so used to saying for today's vlog, we're going to be talking about this, but we're doing a live. And the last time we did a live was, I could not tell you. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, there we go. I hear myself here. Anyway, so today's live is all about, talking about COVID, the pandemic, how it's affecting us, have a lovely debate on it. And plus talk about some comments we did receive that are unique, different, may put a smile on your face, may make you wonder for humanity, but let's enjoy this, shall we? There we go. Hi, everybody.
So, guys, we have not done a YouTube live in a while. We have been streaming to Twitch, which we will be doing after this live once we are done. But to get YouTube to go, it's a little bit hassly because you have to do two different systems at once. So I had to take a couple minutes more. But we are on here already. So thank you guys so much for joining. So I see John says hello from the UK. Hey, John. Kevin. Hey, Kevin. How are you doing? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo anda todo?
Oh my gosh. And then Susie and Betty from Florida. Hey, the Florida man. We understand. Oh, look at that. That is so cool.
Yeah,
Paul's
just a little bigger.
There we go. Okay, so let's keep going. Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year's. I forgot to even say Happy New Year's. I hope your New Year's was amazing. You stayed safe, Social distance. To each his own. Ready? I'm so excited. So if you guys haven't watched our vlog, when did we post it? We posted it Friday. Tell them, Paul. Recap them.
So, goodness gracious. If you guys have not seen that vlog, what happened was this. So during these last holiday seasons through Thanksgiving, Christmas, so on and so forth, we have decided not to see pretty much all of our family, included Janice's family, because her dad does work in a theme park, and so does her stepmom. So they are having a lot of contact with people. Obviously, they work, so they have precautions, stuff like that. But, we agreed, hey, unfortunately, we cannot really run the risk of going to hang out with them, because with her side of the family, with her dad and the stepbrothers and everything, it gets to be 20 plus people.
Yeah.
And we love them. They're family. We love them. We truly do. But we just can't risk it. You know what I mean? So we decided, hey, we're not going to. Perfect. No big deal. They completely understood, and we Skyped them and whatnot. But one of my mom's family friends, okay, she has been friends with my mom for years. She's like, hey, I would love to come by and bring you a Christmas gift. My mom's like, all right. She hasn't seen her in 7 months. And she's like, all right, fine. Come on over. My mom has a big front porch, so she put a chair 15 feet over here. Her 15 feet over there.
Paul's mom has no shame, and I love it.
I know, right? So she's like, here. She literally set up a little table with a chair with a cup of wine. Stay over there. Mm-hmm. What ended up happening was that my dad came out, saw her, and just instinctively, again, my parents have been friends with this lady for 15 years or so. So he just instinctively went up to her, said hello, and gave the Hispanic kiss on the cheek. And my mom was like, wait. And he's like, oh, shoot, my bad. And then just waddles away. But it was just instinctive. Didn't think, you know what I mean? All right.
It was funny for me because I'm like, that's kind of typical Paul's dad. It's funny and cute at the same time.
I see a bunch of people. Hi from Wisconsin. I got a Nintendo Switch last Christmas.
Oh, that's
that is awesome. What's your favorite game? Hi, Paul and Janice from Australia. What time is it in Australia? It's 7 o'clock here. And hi from Wisconsin. Sorry.
Aren't they 13 hours ahead?
I have no idea. What time is it in Australia? Anyways, this lady calls us.
A few days later.
I would say 5 days later. Hey, I have COVID. Literally, I just wanted to be you got to be kidding me.
Guys, wait. I need to say this, guys. I don't think it shows on our vlogs, but Paul's, his mother, a germaphobe,
Oh, no. My mom was a germaphobe before it was cool to be a germaphobe with COVID.
Okay? This is funny for me because I know what they're capable of. So, so when they told Paul, I was like, oh my gosh, the volcano has erupted. He was just like, what? oh my goodness, go get tested. But it wasn't easy getting tested, was it? I was appalled.
No. Also, it's 11 a.m. in Melbourne, in Australia right now.
So what time difference is that? 7?
It's a lot of hours. But
13, hopefully.
The thing...
Florida, guys, does not handle this pandemic very well, so be mindful of that. The Florida man.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit. So, instantly I told them, like, hey, you guys are going to have to go get tested, okay? Because she has COVID, and she came a couple of days before Christmas, and we spent Christmas Eve, Christmas Day with my parents for hours in their house, not thinking about anything. So... I told them, yeah, you guys got to go get tested. We instantly, we had already had 5 days in our house without leaving. So we're like, well, we already started 5 days of quarantine. Now we're just going to finish it off. You guys have no idea. So I called the COVID hotline. I was on hold for an hour. Finally spoke to somebody. I was like, hey, my parents need to get tested. Where's a facility that has rapid testing? And if not regular testing, that's close by. So the county health department. I told them, okay, go over there. They showed up at 9 a.m. and it's supposed to have rapid testing. They did not. They had regular testing. Okay, that's fine. They were there. They waited for an hour, not too long. Got the swab done, and they're like, we got there early. When they left, the line of cars were in the street, and they had to have police blocking and directing traffic to get in. So that was not good. After that, they're like, okay, can we go get a rapid test somewhere else? And I sent them to 3 places that all said online they have rapid testing. They do not.
Yeah.
At all.
Guys, don't come to Florida during this pandemic. Floridians are not taking it serious, and it is a little scary. I know after New Year's, I'm pretty sure the cases are just going to spike. What?
Yeah, no, it will. So I'm seeing here a few people. Hi from Austria. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us. I live in Citrus County, Florida.
Oh, wait. All you Floridians here on this chat, tell us how you feel like Florida's handling this pandemic. There you go.
Please do.
Are we exaggerating? Are we being, extra Karens here? I don't think so whatsoever.
I know, right? Nisha says, hi, Paul and Janice, viewing from Trinidad and Tobago.
Wow.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Natalie Sempero says, I'm in Florida. It's bad. I was on hold for 2 hours when I needed to be tested.
I want to know if you guys have been having any difficulties during this pandemic getting any care, because I was just shocked by how difficult it was for Paul's parents to get a test.
Yes.
Because one of the facilities, they had to go in, and it was a 5-hour wait, right?
So that was another one. So here, I'm not sure if they have these in other places, the Centra Care, which is an urgent care. Yeah. And online it says it's drive up, drive through, rapid testing, regular testing, by appointment only. No big deal. I only got one appointment. I was like, okay, so since my dad had direct contact with this lady, I was like, I made the appointment for him to go. They show up, they wait an hour in line. In their car, they pull up and they go, hey, by the way, you need to register. You need to get down and go inside the hospital, inside the little building facility. And they're like, but can't we just do it here from the car? Why do we have to go inside? Oh, no, because since you don't have a script from a doctor, you need to go inside, wait, see the doctor inside. He's going to evaluate you and see if you need to be tested. And I'm just like, what do you mean you have to go inside? And they're like, yeah, right now we're at a 5-hour wait in the waiting room, because they see all emergencies that doesn't require a hospital, and also COVID patients. And I'm just like, how does this make any sense?
When Paul told me that, I was like, your parents are not waiting in that line.
No, for real though.
I was just like, if you wait in that line, you need to go back again just to get rechecked for COVID. Because you're literally in line. They told us there was no social distancing, and
oh no, that was another one. Hold on, we're getting there.
It made no sense. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
We were in the Twilight Zone, guys.
Noelle, hi Noelle, how are you?
Hi.
I'm sorry y'all are dealing with this. Wow, this is crazy. I'm from California, where it's bad too. There's so many crazy, irresponsible people out here.
Really,
I can imagine.
Definitely, guys, tell us your experience.
State.
I want to know what's going on elsewhere, because everybody is looking at Florida like we're dropping the ball, which we are.
For real, though.
Which we are.
I'm in Texas. How is it in Texas? I know Texas is bad. Testing is
it?
bad in New York, too. Lines are hours long everywhere. I have a buddy who lives in New York City. I haven't. Oh, like there he is right now.
I thought New York was getting better.
They're getting better, but it's a very highly populated state. It's like California.
And
there's a bunch of people.
Everybody's close together.
Yeah.
So, oh, gosh.
It's bad in Wisconsin. It's bad here. Wheels Equal Freedom sent a super chat of $5. Thank you so much.
It is going to be going back into our channel, and we want to say thank you so much. Paul, explain to them.
If you guys do not know what a super chat is a different way to help support the channel. And what it is you send a monetary, donation. You can send just your name, an amount, $1, $5, $10, $100, $500, whatever you want. And then you can even, I think they even have like super stickers that you pay and like a little sticker pops up. It's cute, right?
I like stickers, guys. Send the stickers.
But thank you again, Wheels Equal Freedom. We truly appreciate it. I don't think the state of Utah is doing a good job yet, but from what I'm seeing, Florida's not doing a good job. No, we are not.
Okay, guys.
I'll be real now.
Okay, we are saying from our point of view. Everybody has their own point of view. To each his own. But our governor, Ron DeSantis, did an interview like in the beginning of the pandemic and started opening Florida, and he said he was determined not to go back into lockdown.
Yes.
So we are 100% open, and he's like, we will stay open and continue to stay open.
So what happens is, I completely understand that in an economy of a huge country like the U.S., we cannot shut down for months on end. Obviously, any country cannot go through that. But if you need to shut down for a few weeks to kind of, control it a little bit, it's okay to do that for a few weeks. A few weeks, a county, a government, a state, a country can handle. But here, Ron DeSantis does not want to do that at all. There is, I understand that the economy is very fragile right now, but come on, like, COVID is running wild and rampantly free in the state of Florida.
Okay, so I see a lot of you guys who are from Australia. We are looking at you guys like you're doing amazing, because I know Australia and New Zealand beat the pandemic, apparently. Mm-hmm. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm wrong. Educate me. I would love to know, because if you did, you could give Florida a couple pointers, please and thank you. Okay, let me see. Keep going from the comments. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, so the last comment we had was from Adam. I don't think the state of Utah is doing a good job yet. From what I'm seeing, Florida's not doing a good job. Sorry, Paul didn't read that. Yeah, we
got that one. PJ's, he's from Austria. That's awesome.
Austria. Oh, yeah.
You can get tested in pharmacies by now, and you can get tested in certain pharmacies here. That's like a rapid test.
But it's forever?
It's appointment only, so they only have like a certain amount per hour.
And don't you have to pay?
Yes, you do have to pay. I think it's like $200 per person, and you can maybe able to go through insurance. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
But
okay,
yeah.
Everybody's insurance is different, but here in the States, there are stories that insurance apparently pays for it, but then they get a huge bill, and insurance says they're not going to cover it.
No, that's crazy.
Would you guys pay $200 to get this test? Like, I wouldn't stand 5 hours either. So
yeah. PJ from Austria says it was difficult to get a test around October. It's gotten way better now. That's amazing. UK is bad, and really? I know from the UK that's where the new mutation of the virus came from.
I just heard. I'm sorry, guys. I heard about the new mutation yesterday. What is different about that one?
It's more contagious. It's not more deadly. By what they have seen thus far, there's very few cases, so it's not like it's more deadly, but it's much more contagious apparently than the original strain.
Maybe it like stays on the surfaces a lot longer. That could be something.
No idea. I'm not educated on that as well.
We're just making guess, guys.
When I was in Florida, there were so many people without masks on. It's like COVID didn't exist to them. And yes, unfortunately, there is still a lot of people, and depending on the area that you live in or the area that you're at, there definitely will be more or less people with masks on. And that's just how it is. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't tell these people nothing. In our office, at least, I built a wall, which we did a vlog about it. I built a wall, a little plexiglass, and it just does not. Some people just come in with no mask and go, "Hey, I'm sorry, but can you please wear a mask?" And they literally look at us and go, "You're wearing one and you have the plexiglass. What's the problem?" And we go, "Well, it's not just for us. It's also for you."
And also, it's like we don't want to spread germs. Not saying they had any, but contaminate
the area or other people coming in. And again, it's not just for our benefit. This is everybody benefits from wearing a mask at this point in time.
I'm gonna be honest. I love how you know, I feel like in Europe they're more considerate of wearing masks. I don't know why here is like it's jeopardizing our freedom. It's jeopardizing like our patriotism. I don't understand, but for me, it's jeopardizing our health, and we got to be careful with that because without our health, what does it? Nothing else matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much. To be honest, the world have had time to get testing set up, different countries, different things, but why is it so crazy everywhere? It all comes down to funding and money.
Oh yeah.
Okay. If a governor does not want to spend money on this, they're not going to spend money on it. Okay. Another fun story. One of the rapid testing sites, the only one in our county, or no, there's two in the county.
Oh, okay.
But one of them is a drive up, one of them is a walk up. And I was just like, what do you mean by walk up?
Yeah.
So I sent my parents there to one of them, and they're like, there's literally like 2,000 people in line. Everyone has a mask on, but everyone's coughing, sniffly, sneezing, no social distancing. Like, people are very close to each other. And my mom and dad were like, I'm not standing in line with a whole bunch of people who most likely have COVID.
Exactly.
And it was to get the rapid testing there. And they're like, heck no. So they got in their car and I sent them to the other one. They had to go back the next day because as soon as they pulled up, they had a sign or like a security guard came up and said, we don't have any more tests for the day. And they were like 3 cars away.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So they had to go back the next day. The next day they went, they got it negative. Beautiful. That was the best part about it, that they did 2 different rapid tests and both of them came back negative. Now, with the rapid test, it's not as accurate as the lab tests. So, thankfully, actually, we got the results back very recently today. Everything came back negative, 100%. All the lab tests, all the rapid tests, everything come back negative. So, thankfully, my parents and we should not have COVID.
But we have quarantined. We've stayed home. So.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. And there's no need for us to get testing because we don't want to take that test away from someone who actually may need it.
And then also jeopardize ourselves and having to wait in possibly a line and then get it. Like,
oh, yeah, but I'll go in my car. Oh, you know what's funny thing? In the car, in the line of the car, they have a sign that says from this point to where you get tested, you need to have a half a tank of gas. Because they'll be like, you will run out of gas from how long you have to sit there and wait.
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah. My parents, when they pulled up, they're like, from this point on, you have from here, there's no exit. Like, you're in, like, line.
Oh, you're in it. You're in it.
And there's no way to, like, get around in or out. So they go, you have to have a half a tank of gas. If not, you'll run out. Yeah.
I would have turned into a Karen. No, I'm kidding.
Orange County Convention Center is where they do some of the testing. And they used to do rapid. I'm not sure if they do it anymore. But they also do the PCR test, which is a lab test. And the lines there get 8-9 hours long every single day.
Like, I don't understand when...
comments.
Yeah, there's a lot of comments. We're reading them. Paul's going to start reading them. I just don't understand why it's so difficult to get tested. Like, again, it took your parents like 2 to 3 days just to find a place.
It took them 3 days in total to get both a rapid test and the lab test done. The lab test was easier, but the results come back a lot later. The rapid test, it took 3 days.
Any of you guys out there experiencing this, are you having a hard time getting tested? Because, yeah, it was... I was a little annoyed that Paul's parents literally 3 days, guys. Another thing is, I don't know if this is true. Paul is definitely more well-rounded in this kind of stuff. But is it true that Ron DeSantis also didn't get any vaccinations for COVID for the state of Florida?
So, please do not take this as any kind of bash on any political party. The company that makes the vaccines offered the United States of America to purchase a certain amount of vaccines.
Yes.
President Trump only purchased a certain amount.
Yeah.
And each person has to get vaccinated twice. So 100 million vaccines only gives enough vaccines for 50 million people.
But imagine,
more than that.
He probably wanted not to take so much and be able to spread it out to everybody else.
Of course.
Because everybody needs a vaccine.
Of course. No, there's no doubt. But we're the worst country in the world by a long shot.
We're really bad.
So, no big deal. But the thing is each state is very restricted on how many vaccines they can get and how many they can reserve and purchase and have it spread to the people.
Why?
Because there's not enough. So they actually opened up...
That was a stupid question. Thank you for explaining.
Orange County is Orlando. So Orange County, the health department opened up a certain amount of vaccines. They only had 30,000 vaccines to give to people.
And they give it to essential workers, correct?
No. This is for anybody to sign up over a specific age. So, like, my parents qualified to sign up for it, and it was gone in, like, 2 minutes. The 30,000 people signed up like that. there's no more vaccines available for Orange County, Florida.
Okay.
So imagine there is, I don't remember how much is the population in Orange County. It's like 500, 800,000, something like that. And they only have 30,000 vaccines. So it's very slow and it's going to keep coming, hopefully. But, it's coming a little too slow.
Okay, guys.
For a big country.
So we're going to go back into the comments, but I definitely want to touch base on that. Because, like I said, Paul is a little more well-rounded than me.
Yeah.
And I'm just amazed.
Sonali says we have a tier system. Most are in tier 4. The worst tier at the moment, like a lockdown, but we need a national lockdown in the UK. Some people are listening not listening and following the rules.
If you don't mind me, for us, the reason why we're not listening and following the rules is because of our freedom, patriotism. That's us Americans, and that's teachers on. Why in the UK? I'm surprised. I
don't know. Please explain.
Yeah.
South Carolina is really bad too. 30% of tests come back positive. That is a huge rate. The Adventures of Susie and Betty says, I'm home with COVID on top of asthma. I had to get tested at the ER. How are you doing
yes,
with
right.
COVID?
I bet a lot of people want to know what you're going through, what are your symptoms, what was your process. So definitely let us know. We would love to be educated.
We should take care and stay aware of what we can do, of course, and it, at the moment, it can be something as simple as wear a mask, stay away from people, try not to go into places that is unnecessary. Some people, like with Christmas shopping, going crazy, and I get it. We can do everything online, at least this season.
I want to read this next comment because it really touches my heart because I understand. Wheels equals freedom. My service dog had to retire because of COVID. Now, some of you guys may wonder, your dog can't get COVID. Dogs do get their own strain of COVID, but it can't be transmitted to humans.
And that's actually very old. That's not something recent. This is from years and years ago. Dogs could actually get a certain type of COVID.
Now, wheels equal to freedom. Tell me if this is what your experience. But with Orion, if you guys do or do not know, I have a service dog, Orion here, Golden Retriever. At one point, we actually couldn't take him out as much because people were just wanting to touch him, come up to us, engage, and we're social distance. We cannot. So, yeah. And it hasn't gotten any better because when people do see Orion, till to this very day, they still want to come up, talk to me, ask me a bunch of questions, and I'm like, hey, here's my, Instagram business card from a distance. I can't,
Okay.
Health.
So we're going to fly through these comments because we're 10 minutes behind.
No, we're going to go through these comments. Everybody needs to be heard.
I know. We're going to fly through them. Okay. So California has Kirk Cameron protesting his freedom to Carol. Dark House says, hello. Thank you, Dark House, for joining us.
Paul, you're fast.
Sorry to read about your service dog wheels equals freedom. YouTube stream. Yes, Dark House. We are doing a YouTube stream. It's crazy, but this is where we started. Illinois is doing okay, but Missouri is not doing well. They found a new mutation in Florida. Yes, they officially had the first case of the mutation in the state of Florida. Yeah. It's in Jamaica now. I read on Facebook recently.
Really?
Yeah, apparently the new one. More contagious, less deadly. Is it less deadly or is it just the same as regular COVID but more contagious? It is bad. The numbers in the UK are climbing higher quickly.
Oh, dang.
Let's see. I'm from MA. I had 2 COVID tests in the past couple of months because I had medical procedures, so I had scripts and appointments for it. But judging by the difficulty getting the appointments and the lines, it's not good. I have a story about that. We'll come back.
Okay.
If it weren't for my COVID lung test, they would not have found my breast cancer.
Oh, wow. Well,
positive to it.
Yeah, it still came out. Something came out of it.
I just do things assuming that I already have it, never tested. But for me, I have to be as safe as possible. That is absolutely understandable. You want to take as many precautions as possible. Avoid seeing other people because you don't want to spread it either. Guys, keep your immune system boosted up very high. I can't.
Yeah, I am. I'm drinking a lot of orange juice, but actually Paul cannot. Those type of things of vitamin C actually do not work well for Paul.
No, orange juice in itself is very acidic and my stomach can't take it. And also my immune system, I am on medication that purposely lowers my immune system.
So that's why we have to be a little bit extra careful.
Yeah, no, I have an autoimmune deficiency, so my immune system attacks my healthy bacteria in my intestines. And that causes inflammation, swelling, and problems. So I have to lower my immune system with medication.
Okay, where are you at? I don't even know where Paul's at.
722, Megan.
Oh, okay, there we go. I was a little ahead. Okay. In the UK, people don't care anymore because of how the government dealt with it in the beginning. I work retail and people didn't care about masks or keeping their distance.
That sucks.
I get that, yeah. Like,
I'll be honest, we're pretty much the same.
I feel like we can't talk. Yeah, like I want to say that's bad, but then I'm like, we're really bad over here too. Like,
yeah.
Our government did not handle it the best in the beginning.
Not only that, we could not find masks here in the beginning, and that is attributed to people panic buying. People were buying 10 boxes of, masks, and imagine if every single person buys a stack of boxes of masks, not everyone is going to get them. You know what I mean? So at the beginning, it also spread like wildfire because there was not enough, cleaning products. There was not enough hand sanitizer. There wasn't enough masks, gloves, or anything.
There wasn't enough toilet paper.
Yeah, that was another one. Because apparently toilet paper is going to save you from Rona.
All right, I want to read this one. If it wasn't for COVID's rules and issues, my guardian angel may have survived the cancer he had longer than 6 weeks. It took 5 months to get him into the testing facility. I am so sorry to hear that. And this really hit home to me because of my sister, best friend passing. Grief is definitely hard. Remember this, grief is a process. It is not an event. So take your time. Oh, like it hit home for me. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're fine. Someone just wrote to Wheels. I'm so sorry, but at least they got noticed. Jan Smith says, I'm happy you guys are live. I enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. Yeah, we really appreciate it.
We love your support, guys, because we barely do lives, but we're loving this interaction. So we're, going to definitely do more.
Emily, I'm not sure if you're still online. It's been 8 minutes.
Sorry, Emily, we're getting there.
Emily Schuyler says, I have to leave the live. I'm so sorry. I might join back, but thank you for reading and responding to my comments. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Be careful. Okay. I'm from PA, and it only took me 15 minutes to get tested. That is awesome. Are you like in a big city or a small city? That's
I'm jealous. Okay, go ahead.
If they run out of ICU beds or ventilators, that those are intentionally irresponsible should be the ones not to get them. I'm meaning those advocating anti-maskers. So, it's hard to pass judgment on people like that because maybe, someone who got it by accident because it was given to somebody else.
Here you go. I think the best example is what happened with Italy when they were getting hit hard. They were starting to choose,
who had the higher survival rate.
Exactly.
So,
a lot of their older generation had to.
Yeah, a 90-year-old person versus a 20-year-old. The 20-year-old has a higher possibility of beating it, obviously. Yeah. And, I remember those nurses were like, hey, this is depressing as hell having to make a hard decision of who gets a ventilator and who doesn't. Because you're basically saying who's going to die and who doesn't.
Yeah, and that weighs heavily on someone.
Oh, for sure.
And, of course, if you guys do see some TikToks, I watch some TikToks. They're fun and cute. You see some nurses trying to spread awareness and talk about it. And they're trying to tell these people, hey, this is real. And these people are on their deathbed still not believing in the pandemic. And it's astounding to me. All right.
Mm-hmm. Someone says, I can't wait to get the vaccine. And immediately after, I will not take the vaccine.
Okay, guys, that's a good question. Who is going to get the vaccine and who is not? Tell us the reason why. There's no shame. There's no judgment. So everybody teach his own. Everybody's entitled to whatever they want to do with their bodies. Okay.
Here in LA, California is horrible. You may not know this. So LA County of California has a higher population than a lot of states in the United States of America. That's how many people are condensed in LA County.
I've never been to California, so I wouldn't know.
That's why, like, in California, there's a huge amount of cases because it's so many people in that state.
Okay, like, I'm a very visual person. I've never been to California, but I've been to New York, so that's hard for me to kind of comprehend. Once again, I've never been there. Because I look at New York, and I'm like, of course, there's a lot of people there. They're all in one building, so many families. Then California, I feel like everybody has their own houses. Why is it so, like, higher population? It makes no sense. Mm-hmm. I need to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to Disney California. But I know that's still not open. But our Disney, oddly, all 4 parks are open.
Yeah, no, we don't care here. Desiree says, as soon as a vaccine available for level 2, I'm there. mRNA vaccine is looking good. The vaccine is coming. We just have to wait for the companies. Literally can't make them fast enough. Right. And I can imagine that it's, obviously with a lot of people not working because companies, big manufacturing companies have to work at a lower capacity. So they have to do all the regular medical supplies. And on top of that, more for this, it's not easy. HK Mom,
Yeah,
why are...
wait, here, let me see. Let's just jump to another one. I'm doubting the government timeline of the vaccine distribution. I don't see how the general public will get vaccinated anytime soon. I feel we will be with COVID for 2021. I hope not. I'm like, really personally, for me, COVID's gonna stick around until like maybe April. And then after that, I feel like hopefully we're out of the woodworks. Right. Got to stay hopeful just a little bit.
I'm sorry. The thing keeps dropping me to the bottom of the comments because there's so many coming in. We talk too much, babe.
Yeah, guys, like...
if I skip your question, please do not take it
Yeah,
personally. It's
there's
not,
so
it's
many.
not that I don't want to. I'm trying to figure out where I was. Oh, is this it? Oh, he got retired because he lost his skills due to lockdown.
Where are you?
I just scrolled up.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
You screwed up. Okay, I don't know. Okay, me and Paul are gonna meet. Okay, there you go. I worked with him but couldn't go out.
Oh, okay. I see that right there. So that's the person who they said they had to retire their dog.
Yeah. So I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I worked with him but couldn't go out.
They were so concerned about COVID that they forgot about your disability concerns. Cali has the new strain. It's in my county, and they have over 1,000 new strain cases as of today. Wow.
Holy crap.
I think it's spreading like wildfire.
Yeah, like, dang. I just heard of the new COVID, 2 days ago.
So, new strain is 50 to 74% more contagious. Masks aren't going to be enough. Bought face shields now, too. So, I know, I remember hearing that with the face shield and the mask, like before this new contagious strain,
it was like 90%.
The rate of you getting the virus is so low. It's not zero, but it's much lower than just a mask. So we're gonna have to start using our face mask, gloves, and everything to go out again. Yay! I don't care. Iceland started to vaccinate over a week ago. We'll do it in 10 stages. That is awesome.
Why are you guys on point, man? 10 stages. We don't have stages here. That's non-existent.
I know, right? Well, no, the first stage. So we're in Orlando, and the first place in the state of Florida to get the vaccine was Tampa, the big hospital, Tampa General.
Yes.
And they were only giving it to
essential workers.
Essential workers, like frontline workers, like hospital staff and stuff like that. Which someone made a joke. They're like, if we're giving this to all the doctors and nurses, something goes wrong with this vaccine, we're all screwed.
They're the first ones to go. All right, let's see.
In the UK, it's the government not being firm enough. Some people just ignore it and read into the rules to just do their own things.
A lot. That's hard to talk about because a lot of people feel like the government already interjects enough, and then some feel otherwise. So I feel that. In certain areas.
Yeah.
Like certain areas. Certain areas.
Someone said the same thing. Government in the UK haven't been all that great because people can use their own brains too and stay home where you're safe. Don't wait for the government to say what to do or not to do in terms of keeping you safe. And you know what? That makes a lot of sense, but it makes too much sense.
Can you explain to me how the UK has been handling this pandemic? Because I kind of thought you guys would have kicked it out of the park. Like,
yeah.
I'm not hearing much of the news, so...
Dang it.
What? Oh, you went back up? Okay,
I lost my place again.
All right, so... I am worried if I got the shot, I will get sick with flu becomes... It happens every day. Okay, so this person feels like if they got the shot, the vaccine, they could get the flu. You know... I don't know how true that is. Like, could you get the flu from it? I know you could get the shot.
No, because you can get your flu shot. That's different. This is just strictly for COVID. It's like a flu shot, the COVID shot. But, you know, it is. Brianna says, hi, guys. Hi, how are you? Some were trying to make profit, too. Oh, I'm assuming with the masks that I was saying before.
Oh, my gosh, the profiting.
Buy it up and sell it higher.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Oh, buy it up and sell it higher. Yeah, right.
Love you both and the puppers.
Oh, thank you.
Fans from El Paso. What is up? I work with a public and I'm not finding or being offered the vaccine. I am an essential worker.
Really? They're not... Like, I'm amazed. That's astounding to me that they wouldn't. Like, I would feel like they should definitely give it to all the essential workers. Whoever's constantly in the public should have it.
We're only 8 minutes behind comments.
We're not that far behind. Okay.
Let's see. Kevin says, I've had a lot of medical procedures which equal a lot of tests. I've had scripts from doctors, but can only imagine people who don't have appointments or scripts, and it's a struggle. It really is. OMG, Paul, I'm so sorry. We'll do as much as you can to stay healthy. I am by
Thank you.
Staying home.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, da. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
MC, hello, sneaking in.
Sneaking in, yeah, okay. Chop. We're almost at the bottom. Okay. I will get vaccinated because I'm done. Done with the pandemic. I get that. Definitely. Paul's dad's definitely feeling that way. He's like, I want to get out. I can't be home anymore. And my mom's that way too. I feel like people who are extroverts need to be out there enjoying life. But me and Paul are introverts. So this is just perfect for us to be home.
HKG mom says, I have multiple autoimmune issues and considered extremely high risk. I have gastroparesis, bad intestines, bad vitamin D and calcium deficiency, many pain disorders. Thank you for speaking. Yeah, if you have autoimmune deficiencies and you know are considered high risk, it's not worth going out. You need to avoid it, and that's what we've had to do. Like, just not see our friends and family who we want to hang out with. Just can't.
A lot of people look at our YouTube videos, our vlogs, and we show you guys what we want to show. Like, you guys aren't seeing the full picture. Like, no, we're not being nasty to people, but when we are in public and we feel like we're not getting that social distance, we do say, hey, can you please give us a little bit more space? We do have health issues, and we greatly appreciate it and appreciate your understanding. When we did get the chocolate Olaf in Disney, there was a lovely lady right behind me, and I mean, she had a dog. I'm gonna be very honest, it was not a real service dog. We all could tell that. And she was just right behind me. And I was like, hey, I'm sorry, but can you just give me a little bit more space? You know, I barely go out and I need to be 100% cautious at all times. Thank you for understanding. And she was super sweet about it. So always when we're out and about, we do our best, keep our distance, and you don't see the full picture.
Yeah, no, for sure. Right. I can't get it because I am too young.
Really? Are they not letting kids get the vaccine? Like maybe kids over 17? That's insane to me. Yeah,
so Sonali, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, says, having lost a loved one, a very close loved one, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I just wish people would listen so they don't end up being in my family's position. I am very sorry for your loss, for sure, and it's never easy, and especially in this time, it's even worse, you know? Mm-hmm. I'm confused about the vaccine. My doctors have told me to stay away, but now they're 50-50. And that's the thing, like... Yeah. It sounds bad. Depending on the doctor, they're going to see like, no, don't ever do it. You're going to die. And then other ones will be like, do it. You're going to be fine. And you don't know who to trust.
In my personal opinion, I've had 50-50 mixed reviews from doctors as well. What I would do was I would just kind of reflect, see what I feel like was in my best interest and what I can personally handle. So maybe that could be something for you. And also maybe seeing another doctor, talking to another doctor that you trust. There's nothing wrong with getting multiple opinions.
Yeah. I will not get the vaccine unless I know the side effects ahead of time. And that's a big problem that we just don't know what the side effects of this virus are, let alone the vaccine. I'm getting the vaccine because I'm in stage 7 of 10. I can't get vaccinated because of my intense allergies. I heard that if you're someone who has to worry about anaphylaxis, that you shouldn't get it.
Don't say that to us, because we always have EpiPens on us.
Yeah, I don't care. I ain't dying today.
I did see some people have allergic reactions. It is alarming. But they said there was like a 3% chance of that happening. It's like really low.
Yeah, it's low, but it's every vaccine has side effects, no matter what it is. Read it. I
am getting the vaccine due to my medical conditions and my dad being elderly. That's Makes definitely sense.
Yeah. I'm by Fort Hood.
Oh,
that's between one or the other one. Yeah. Probably will get it, but I have an autoimmune disease and I'm not sure the side effects and how it will affect me. I'm in the same boat. I do not know if it's in my best interest to do it right off the bat.
Or just wait a while.
I do have a follow-up with my GI doctor who I'm going to talk to about that, and he's very knowledgeable about all of this, so I trust them in that office more than anything.
Another thing, you guys know your body the best. Paul knows his Crohn's. He knows what he can handle and what his limitations are. So?
Last year I landed in the hospital with what's called a walking pneumonia.
Yeah.
Okay. A walking pneumonia, which the doctors literally looked at me and
they were
said,
laughing at him like, oh,
they're
you're
like,
such a
why
baby.
are you here? They're like, we just give you antibiotics and you go home. And I was on my deathbed pretty much. I could barely breathe and I was coughing a lung up. And I remember the infectious disease doctor came and he's like, you don't need to be here. And the internist was like, yes, because of his medication, because of his Crohn's, because of this. He understood. He's like, he has to.
Light bulb went off.
You know what I mean? But the other ones were like, no.
Yeah. So that's why whenever me and Paul go to a doctor, hospital, we are very apprehensive about his health and his care.
Someone says, I heard if you have a latex allergy, you shouldn't do it. I think it's the first one. I haven't heard of that. That would be something to definitely research.
That's something to definitely ask your doctors about. EDS in COVID time and long problem vaccine for me is okay. That's good. Let me see.
You guys are doing so great at keeping up as much as you can. I couldn't keep up.
Oh, thank. Like we're like go.
See, this is what it is. So this is what I was talking about. LA County. LA County, just the county, has 10 million people as a population.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, LA County is gigantic. Yeah, there's 10. So it has a higher population than some states. Imagine that. An entire state has a lower population than one county in California.
Why isn't this talked about?
It is.
Shut up.
If you have severe allergies, the first vaccine that came out will not work for you.
Okay, so apparently with the Spanish flu, they say that the first round of vaccines killed a lot of people apparently. So that's something else people have talked about, saying, we're going to wait for a couple rounds, see how it goes, and then we'll get it.
Yeah, I see here Beverly Duss says, I know someone who works in a COVID unit and was told she would get the vaccine in March. So imagine someone who works in a COVID unit at some place is getting the vaccine in March.
Your friend is strong. She must love what she does, because for me, I would have been like, nope. I need the vaccine now if I'm going to be on this floor. Oh my gosh.
Someone says, I'm going to get the vaccine, but I'm also nervous because in October 2020, I had a bad reaction when you got your flu, HPV, tetanus, and hoping I didn't get a bad reaction again when I get the COVID vaccine.
Oh my God. You got a tetanus shot? I've never gotten one. Does it hurt? I've heard those hurt. Like, they're really bad and painful, apparently.
Samantha says, hey, I will be in Florida sometime in February and was wanting to meet you. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we don't even see our own family. Nothing against you, but just we don't see our own damn family.
Maybe when things die down, but right now, yeah, I miss my family.
Let's see. Someone said TikTok. It's LA. I think that things will change after January 20th as far as availability of vaccinations.
Oh, that's good.
I stay home instead of going out, and that's perfectly fine.
I love staying home with a nice, watching a good anime, some sushi. It's my dream night, honestly. That's how I like to do things, guys. All right, so let us keep going. Our governor and LA mayor are to blame. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Why do you think they're to blame? All right. Hi. Oh wait, dang it.
It jumps down.
It jumped down.
I know. We're catching up. We're catching up. Hold on.
Sorry guys, the chat just shifts on us, so we have to go back to our place. Okay. I am worried that if you are in the percentage of people that the vaccine does not work for.
That is a very big possibility.
Yeah.
Some people.
I think they said, I think it was 10% that you'll get a reaction.
Not only that, but just because you get the vaccine is not a 100% that you won't get COVID.
And you know what's a good question? Since you get the vaccine, will it help with this new COVID?
They don't know yet. That's because this new virus strain is too new. They haven't studied it because the clinical trials for the actual COVID vaccine now is using the current people now. They don't know it's not going to hurt, but they don't know if the vaccine is also going to be as effective or even effective at all towards this new mutation. They don't know.
As you guys can see, we know who has all the brain cells in this relationship. He's so educated.
Denise says, go out only for essential needs. Yes. And that's what we're doing. We have started to go into the grocery stores on days when, in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week when there's less people.
Yeah.
And we're probably slowly going to start transitioning back to curbside.
And on the weekends, we do not leave our house.
Not
we
at
stay
all.
home.
Because too many people go out.
Yeah. On the weekends, it's, everybody wants to go out, and it's packed here in Florida. And since we're in the tourist part. It's horrible on Saturdays and Sundays.
And
so
thankfully, since we work from home doing YouTube and I work from home doing stuff for the office, I can have the afforded luxury that I can take a couple of days or hours off during the week. And on the weekend, I just work, do my thing. But then during the weekdays, I can be like, all right, let's go to the grocery store. Let's go get stuff done, whatever needs to happen. I'm not leaving my house because I am high risk. I completely understand. Dale says I'm high risk too. We all are. We get it. Just use a UK vaccine calculator. Earliest I will get the vaccine is 2022.
Wait, what calculator are you using?
For real, though.
Like, what? Why don't we got one? Oh my gosh.
Kevin asked Paul, do you think we will get the vaccine early because of Crohn's? I have absolutely... That's a very good question. I have no idea, Kevin.
I'm going to be honest. Yeah. I don't think so. Because not saying that people with Crohn's shouldn't get it or anything, but I feel like with Crohn's, it is not a condition that is well known. And whenever I talk about it, people are just like not understanding and they kind of downplay it. So I feel like sadly because of that stereotype, people with Crohn's is gonna maybe get overlooked, which I don't think that's right at all.
So Paul, can you use medical cannabis for your stomach issues? Yes, I can.
But he chooses not to.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's just personal preference. Right now, the medications I'm on are working well enough. Yeah. There's a little fine tweaking that we're going to be doing, and, maybe it's something to consider, but,
Guys, let me just say this. Paul doesn't like this, but Paul's family brags about it. Paul's a goody two-shoes.
Oh, I am.
He has never drank. He doesn't do any forms of drugs unless it's asked for a doctor. I mean, like, he's a good boy. And his mom doesn't like it.
I have never done drugs. I don't drink ever. And it sounds bad. Even in the hospital, I don't like taking medication. No. Like painkiller, muscle relaxers, whatever. I hate it. I do not like it at all.
He always wants to feel like he's in control. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's see. Reflect on what I can handle and getting another opinion from a trusted doctor. Great advice. Thank you. No problem.
Because you don't know. Like, some doctor would be like, get it! But it doesn't affect them.
Exactly. Like, some doctors, get a second opinion if you want. If they're making you question things, there's no problem with that.
Babe, we're only 7 minutes behind.
Oh my God, stop saying that. Okay, I don't think all vaccines for the COVID causes allergic reaction. Okay, I am worried about side effects either. But I have
not heard of anyone dying from being vaccinated.
That's good. I haven't either. You know your body the best. Truth. Dang straight. Okay.
Tracy says, I'm not getting the vaccine.
Don't get it.
She don't care.
Once again, if you're not going to get it, why? If you are, why? Okay.
Hi from the UK. Hey, how are you? Have you had as many snowbirds in Florida this year, or are they staying away? They are actually staying away.
Really? You think so?
Yes, no, there is because they can't travel, they can't fly. They're higher risk. So older people, there is some who come from like closer states, from like Georgia, South Carolina, that are within driving distance, but a lot of them from up north, like New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, all the way from up there. Since flights are a lot more restricted, there's not as many, as well as they're high risk. Some people are like, I'm just gonna stay home, Yeah. Plus, coming to a state like Florida that we are stupid crazy with the amount of COVID here. If they come from another state that doesn't have as many, they go, I'm safer at home.
Yeah, true.
So I'll deal with the snow.
I will get the vaccine, and I have cerebral palsy. It's important to me, but it's always a personal decision. That's good. Definitely go. You know your body the best. You know what you can handle. If you think this is the right decision for you, do it. For sure. All right. I am not getting the vaccine. Wait, I think I already
Where are
we? Here, Paul. Stand up for your rights, guys. Hell. All right. I wish we knew if people could still spread the virus even after they've been vaccinated.
These are questions that we don't know.
Oh, there was a question I just had. Dang it. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see.
Shots first defense is to prevent getting the contagion. Second defense is getting your immune system to fight it. COVID has a 54% defense on the first shot, 85% second shot.
There was a lot of numbers in there. So I'm not good at math.
My daughter's a healthcare worker and being vaccinated next week. That is awesome. Please let us know how she does on that. HPV hurts the most for me. Oh, that's one of the shots that they were talking about.
Really? Okay.
Frida says, in Iceland, before you get the vaccine, you need to fill out a list of what you are allergic to. So my list will be long, but I'm still getting the vaccine. And hey, if that's what, you want to do and that works for you, more power to you.
It's your body.
No judgment here at all.
You're the only one living in it rent-free. Well, not rent-free, because imagine.
Tetanus shot hurt. Yes.
I heard it hurts. It is not something that someone wants to get, apparently. All right, another question for you guys. If you guys do or do not get the vaccine, how do you guys feel about the vaccine passport? That apparently with this passport, you will be allowed to go into hospitals, allowed to get on planes, and apparently in certain restaurants as well are going to be requiring it. What do you guys think about that? All right.
Seriously.
Paul is not a big fan.
John K says, thank you, Janice and Paul, for your vlogs. It gives me confidence. Thank you so much. Those are nice, beautiful, sweet comments that keep us going.
Trust me, guys. It's not easy advocating at times. I get beaten down, and sometimes I don't even want to get back up. But then I'm like, you know what? They're wrong. What society has taught us that is the norm needs to be broken. F that. So that's why I advocate and never back down.
Service Dog Rosie says, hey, how are you?
Hi.
So you have a lighter case, MC? Oh, they're talking amongst each other.
Okay.
Your videos make me happy and positive vibes when I'm at work. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much, Jam Smith. We truly, truly appreciate it that we can bring a little light into some people's life during this crazy time. How is your evening? I'm a hermit. We all are.
Yeah, guys, I literally haven't gotten out of bed just for this live.
Yeah.
I've been in bed all day.
Our evening is going excellent. Thank you very much for asking. We are actually going to start transitioning to Twitch very soon.
Yes.
So those of you guys who have not seen us stream on Twitch, check our links in the description below. And if not, onto our webpage, on our YouTube and everything, we do have the links to our Twitch page. We're going to transition to that, play some Call of Duty, kill people, and have fun.
Wait.
Very dark.
We're going to first play some Kingdom Hearts, and then we're going to transition to Call of Duty. I need to have a little bit of my game time, too. All right.
Central Florida in my area is ridiculous. Oh, we know. We don't got one. We don't got one because we have zero leadership right now. Let's see here. What is Crohn's? So Crohn's disease is basically trying to just scratch the surface.
Okay.
It's a gastrointestinal issue, and it can affect anywhere from your esophagus all the way through your anus. It can affect one area. It can affect multiple. And for me personally, it affects my stomach and my intestines. So I have ulcers on my stomach and inflammation on my intestines, and it's an autoimmune deficiency, which means my body's immune system attacks my body itself.
Yes.
Doctors will get it first, and nurses, yeah.
Definitely should. I think so.
I don't think I will get the vaccine until I see a high-risk population and more studies with people in autoimmune. And that's another thing. This study has not, these clinical trials have not been made with people who are high risk. It's just been made with quote-unquote healthy people. So they don't know how it affects people with other chronic health issues.
I get that. I totally get that.
I say this is going to hurt, and doctors say I'm not going to hurt me for a bit. Janice and Paul, are you going to get the vaccine or worried about all of the things like your medical stuff going on? Honestly, I don't want to get it right now. I want to wait until more and more people have had it and see the side effects, because I've seen articles where they go, it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not like you get it, all right, I'm good. Yeah. No, you're going to be pretty bad for a few days.
Now, while Paul's saying that, what makes me nervous is the whole passport aspect, because apparently they're going to be requiring it for going into the hospital, maybe even doctor's appointments. So if they start restricting that for us, we may have to get the vaccine just to, take care of the rest of our health.
Oxford vaccine, AZ, authorized it in Europe and the UK, but not in the US. It's $3 a shot, and US is not looking at it until April. Yeah, this is the US.
Serious?
Hold on. No, we're going here. Next comment, because I want to talk about this one a little bit. Hi there. I agree with you there, Paul. I feel like doctors like to push meds, and I hope that you're all staying safe and healthy. Katrina from Minnesota. So thank you so much, and I want to say this. In the United States of America, we have the biggest, gigantic conflict of interest from doctors and pharmaceutical companies, because the mere fact that doctors get a kickback or money from prescribing a drug from a pharmaceutical company that is a huge conflict of interest because even if you don't 100% fit the parameters, you still are going to get it because the doctor's like, I want money. You know what I mean? So why is it in the United States of America that is allowed? I don't get that. I think we're like the only country in the world that has that.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people, a lot of tourists who come here, they're like, why do you have ads for medicine? And I'm just going to show you guys one for fun. Like, it makes no sense. And, like, there you guys go. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Trulicity! Not saying there's anything wrong, but why are we watching this on TV?
And that's just the thing. It's crazy how we have advertisements for medication. So you go to your doctor and say, hey, what about this medication?
You are going to be diagnosed with Munchausen so quick, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine myself going to a doctor's appointment and saying, I think I have this. I want this drug because I saw it on TV.
Heather says, I work at an airport and I see so many older people flying. I hope they're taking necessary precautions that, if they fly, it's for a reason, not just for fun. Because if it's just for vacationing right now, I get it. People want to get out, but I personally don't think it's the smartest thing to fly right now, unless it's for like a 100% necessity per se. My aunt and husband are in Lakeland, Florida. They live in Virginia, so they drove down there, and they'll be down there for 2 or 3 months. If they're in driving distance, that's not as bad. You know what I mean? Because you're just in your car. I'm asking my doctor before I get it with a transplant.
Like the comment that we got earlier was just like, do you guys see a lot of snowbirds? For me, I feel like there are a lot of people still coming here. Not elderly people, but definitely tourists. Like people, I don't know. Everywhere still coming here, even though they know we don't have COVID under control. But they just like how Florida is open at 100%. So there's, no restrictions. Like, who does not want to come here and just party, go to a nightclub? Because, yes, nightclubs are open and, get drunk and whatnot. It's perfect. Florida's perfect.
Rosie says, so the 2 to 3 week wait in between shots gives immune systems time to build antibodies to COVID, and then you get the second dose. Heather says, I love you guys. I'm so glad that you're doing this live. Great discussion. Thank you so much, Heather. We really appreciate the love and the support. I'm right here. I know it keeps going up and down.
Yeah.
Single shots hurt, and that's 2 shots. Yeah. I never heard of the vaccine passport.
Yeah, it's being talked a little bit about. I've actually seen articles on it, and it's saying that there is now going to be like a passport apparently on your phone, a digital one that you can show to be able to get into places. Because apparently some airlines are going to require you to have it just to be able to go from point A to point B. Hospitals as well, and maybe some restaurants.
I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Katie Johnson says, restaurants are not essential, but sometimes travel and hospitals are essential. So, yes, she agrees to the passport for those things if it proves to reduce the spread of COVID itself. So, for certain things like that, yeah. But again, what happens if you just don't have the ability to get the vaccine? Like if it's not readily available.
Yeah, because our vaccine over here isn't $3.
If you don't qualify for it, like what happens if they go, hey, if you have certain health issues, you can't get it. What's going to happen then? So those are some issues that come up. Sorry, I skipped ahead. Dale says, take care, guys. Going to go start dinner. Hope you enjoy your dinner.
I hope you make a good dinner. And
Sorry
if
we kept you from it.
Send me some dinner. Okay. Alexander, I will get the vaccine because in my experience of having many asthma attacks, I will be able to breathe. Also, my mom has high blood pressure, so I want her to be safe. Definitely.
So I see Kirsten RN says, I got the Pfizer COVID vaccine just before Christmas. Only side effects were a sore arm, mild tenderness, and a headache. Hope you guys can get the vaccine soon. If that is literally the only side effects, that's perfectly fine. I am down for that one hundo.
Pop it like a pill.
But besides that, how are you feeling? Is it anything? And I'm not trying to get too deep into it. Are you quote unquote healthy? Do you have health issues? Just to get a better ideology.
Did it cost you any money? Did you have to wait in line? What was your experience?
Nikki says, thank you for sharing your journey. Thank you for joining us. Danielle Glover says, I'm joining you on Twitch too. Thank you. Can't wait to see you there as well. Janice, good for you advocating. Blessings to you all. Thank you.
OMG, I have Crohn's. It's an autoimmune disorder. How does your Crohn's affect you?
What Paul said about Crohn's.
Dang it.
Swissing talks Pfizer paper about her shot. She's a doctor working with COVID patients. I don't think we need a passport for a vaccine. Yeah, again, it kind of gets hard. Where do you draw the line?
Like, I don't like it because then I feel like, okay, not to, like, when I saw an article saying that you need a vaccine passport to get anywhere, I'm just like, what am I, an animal that needs to show my vet records over here? No, that's how I felt. I just thought it was funny.
Katrina says, I am also happy with the You Guys Share. Thank you. How are your dogs doing? They are doing amazing. We'll have Orion jump up on here in a little bit.
We'll jump up here.
I love your show and all it has helped me feel like I'm not alone in this. Thank you so much. And that's the thing. A lot of people are going through a lot of different things, and we do it too. We want to make sure that you don't feel alone because it can get lonely.
Guys, like, my medical journey, I haven't been talking a lot about it on YouTube, but it has been very difficult, very frustrating. And I am going to be doing a vlog about it because some parts were demoralizing, such as me seeing an OBGYN and her telling me my breast pain, my pelvic pain was all mental.
Yep.
How does that work? And I told her, I was like, you're a female. How are you telling me this is mental? And that's the stigma that I feel like needs to be like dropped out of society. And we need to take people serious. Like, who's going to make this stuff up? Who's just going to go to a doctor and ask for help? And, like, I don't know. That's how I feel. And always advocate. If you feel like there's something wrong or it doesn't make sense, doesn't add up, question it. Talk about it. Speak up about it and be like, this is not okay. I don't think this is okay. And educate them. If it's a man, go ahead and mansplain it to him.
Tell me how you really feel.
Dang straight. Oh my gosh.
Athena del Rivero, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm nothing against you.
I want to get the vaccine here in Texas since my pain is getting bad, and I love you guys. We love you too. What is going on with your pain? Like, definitely talk to us about it. Do you have COVID?
Joy says, hey guys. Yvonne says, OMG, yes, the kickbacks for Depomedrol injections, gabapentin, hopefully I'm saying that right, etc.
You lost me.
Big Pharma in the USA is ridiculous. Yes, it is. Yuki says the same dang thing. It's crazy how that's how it is in the USA. We have family in other countries, and they go, this is not how it is. In Australia, in Panama, they're like, this is, and in Italy, like, this is, no. You don't go to a doctor and say, hey, I want that medication I saw on TV. No.
It makes no sense. And it's like, I feel like a double-edged sword because that's really setting you up for failure. And it's kind of giving you a bad mentality or a bad state of mind with our whole medical world. And, making us not do the right things that we need to do properly. Such as, if I were to see a TV ad and I just moved here to the States, I would go to the doctor and be like, yeah, I want that. And then they're going to label me with some sort of problem that is not true and say everything's in my head. And that's not okay.
John K says, I visited the US, and it was crazy the amount of medication advertisements on TV every single break. So every commercial break, you have it. That and car advertising. Yes, we love our nice new cars in the USA.
They say here in the USA we have more advertisements than TV shows.
Well, because think about it. 30-minute slots for TV shows. The TV show itself is only like 21 minutes. So that means 33% almost. Let's say 30%.
You have 3 to 4 commercials within one episode, give or take.
And imagine the TV show that's in a 30-minute time slot, there's only about 20 to 21 minutes, maybe 22 minutes worth of actual TV show.
Yeah.
So 30% of what you're watching is commercials every single time that you're watching a TV show here in the U.S. It's crazy.
The TV sucks here.
Kevin says, love you guys. Thank you, Kevin. I hope you're doing good.
Did you read this one? I don't know if you saw this one. Hey, Janice and Paul, not doing the vaccine due to being diabetic and heart conditions. Truly terrified. Love you guys. Stay safe.
My bad. I missed
oh, no,
you're
one. Fine. That's totally understandable. Once again, you know your body and you know what it can and cannot handle. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. If you know, let's take it slow. Let me see how everything else goes. That's what works best for you, and that's okay.
Claire says, "Hi, y'all from the South. I live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana."
I love that. See, Paul had it right. I was just like, it has to be Southern because she says y'all. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I don't like y'all.
So, I grew up a little country.
Yes, he did. I say I don't like it, and that's all he says. Y'all.
I still have my lifted pick-me-up truck. Listen to country music, but I listen to all different types of country music. I listen to country music. What is it? Rap, hip hop.
Paul's dad listens.
Spanish music.
What does your dad listen to?
Country.
No. What does he listen to?
Oh, bluegrass. Now, mind you, my dad growing up in Venezuela, the music that was popular is American music. So he literally grew up his entire life with country, rock, and stuff like that in Venezuela.
My mom too, but she didn't hear no bluegrass.
But he likes it. Don't judge.
No one heard no bluegrass. You have to be deep in the South for that. If you guys don't know what bluegrass is, look it up. You're gonna be like, what am I listening to? All right.
I'm trying to figure out where I was.
My daughter got the shot. She is a medical assistant. The second dose is horrible. Wait, there's 2 doses?
So yeah, babe, I told you that.
You did?
It's 2 shots that you have to get. They're a few weeks apart.
A few weeks?
Yeah. So
you did actually. You did.
100 million vials only vaccinates 50 million people because you have to get it twice. Yep.
My mind is just getting blown throughout this whole stream. Like, I'm just like, what? Oh my gosh.
You know, it's also funny seeing the placebo. The people who got the placebo shot, they have reactions to it, even though there's nothing in it.
Really?
That's what a placebo is.
Oh my gosh.
It's just they're just injecting water like vitamins
I
into
thought
you.
they actually, but that's for show though. They already put the vaccine.
No, they
redo it and just be like water.
No, what they do is they give 100 people to do the test. Not every single person gets the vaccine. Only a certain amount do. The other people get a placebo, and they see if you have a reaction or not.
That is so manipulative.
They do it on purpose because some people with the placebo go, "I didn't feel a damn thing. I'm good." And then some people go, "Yeah, I got a headache." You know what I mean? Like, they do that on purpose to test to see if people are lying or not.
That is hilarious.
I am in the UK. Did you read Zoe? No, that one. I'm in the UK. My aunt got a vaccine on the Monday before Christmas. The day she got the vaccine, she got a negative test. But 2 days after the vaccine, she tested positive.
I don't believe you.
So that's curious. That's curious because they don't inject the live virus into you. It's the virus is dead. Okay, that's how a vaccine works. The flu shot's the same thing. They're not injecting you with the flu. It's the dead virus into you, so you build antibodies. That's weird how she tested positive. So please explain.
Yeah, I don't want the vaccine anymore. I'm kidding.
Nisha, she's the one from Trinidad and Tobago, says, "I'm always eager to accept medications from my doctors for my ailments and issues. Wow, I'm going to be so cautious now." Yes.
Definitely listen to them, but always think of the side effects with the medication. There's certain medications doctors have told me to take, and I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable. I don't know if this is the right fit for me. Is there an alternative that is not too abrasive?
And you can ask your doctors, why is this medication good for me? How is it going to help me? Why is this one good versus something else?
It is your body. Yes. It is your temple. You are living in it. No one else is paying rent on it. So you need to make sure it is in tip-top shape. And whatever you're putting into it is what you want, not what anybody else wants. Thank you.
Let's see here. Sorry, I lost my place.
Hey guys. Again. Okay. Janice, what is your TikTok? I'm not gonna say it just yet. Just cause I do want to actually start doing TikTok to spread awareness on service dogs, what me and Orion go through. Kind of like the same thing with Instagram, but transition and create fun stories and things like that. But it's not there yet. So, you know, I want everything to be perfect before I release it. Or not perfect, just up to my standards. Go ahead, sorry.
Exactly. Rosie says, "I have my license in nursing, but I'm not working and not essential. Remember, there is a mutated version of the COVID, of course." Cami says, "Hey guys, hey." Aaron says, "Hi. Hi, how are you doing?"
I'm 13 and puppy raising for a service dog for a nonprofit. Any tips for training, socializing a service dog in the days of COVID? Thank you so much. Wow, that's actually a good question.
Mm-hmm. And she says and then 2 comments later, she says, "I will soon." Sorry, correction.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is recommendation. It's going to be hard to train just because there is that aspect of socialization
That's very important.
Yeah, that you have to have your dog kind of, interacting with people. So when they're out and about, they know that people aren't scary things. They're not going to hurt them because there are dogs that are skittish towards humans.
Yeah.
So it is going to be hard. That is hard right there. But doesn't mean you can't overcome it. You can get people that you do trust, that you know are being safe, and just have many play dates, socialize with them, and let your dog, interact with others. So that would be kind of the first hurdle if you're doing service dog training, but everything else can kind of be done at home, kind of like basic obedience, finalize that stuff, potty training, all those things can be refined to perfection. Yep. In a sense, like have your dog so good at potty training that if you say, go potty, they will just go on the floor right there.
ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR. Sorry.
HKMG Mom says, always advocate for yourself. Great advice. Love you and prayers for healing. And that's the biggest thing that we say to each and every single person is advocate for yourself. There is no problem in questioning a doctor. Yes, they are a doctor, but they are not all knowing about each and every single thing in the world. It's okay because you know your body better than anybody else. So you know what you can and cannot handle, and it's okay to question them or be like, here, I want more information.
Guys, trust me. I have my moments. Like almost a week ago, I felt defeated. I was like, I am never going to a doctor again. I am tired of being belittled, being brought down, being told in a sense I'm not good enough, what I'm doing isn't good enough, my health isn't good enough. And going to a doctor's appointment can be kind of demoralizing depending on that doctor or medical staff. So you have no idea. For me to get back into it, I had to take like 2-3 days of self-reflecting, self-love. And then I was like, I'm not having any doctor bring me down about myself. Tell me I'm not good enough. Tell me my health is poor. I know it's poor. You're just not good enough to perfect it. That's what you're telling me. And you're scared of a wonderful challenge. Because I'm an anomaly. You got to be conceited a little bit.
A little bit.
So that's honestly when I advocate, it comes from a place of sassiness. Because I'm a queen. I'm good. Who are you to bring me down?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how I see it. So never let anybody else bring you down. Definitely you're going to have moments of feeling defeated. Bring yourself back up and don't let anybody take you back to that point.
I saw one that said, Caitlin, you inspire me. Thank you. Yuki says, how's Orion training been since COVID? We do still train.
Yeah, we do.
Like basic obedience stuff.
But it's not to my standards that I like. Because we have been home a lot more, I have been giving him a lot of love and not as strict as he should be in his service dog training. So the other day we did go out and I was I'm going to be honest with you guys, I was not happy with how he was because while I was walking, all he kept doing was touching my hand. Like, give me love, pet me. And I'm like,
he wants love, don't judge him.
That's fine, but no, he never used to do that while working. When he had his vest on, he knew, I'm ready to go. I'm here for you. But it seemed like while we were out working, he wanted me there for him and just didn't want to work. And I was like, oh, we got to get him back into shape, tip-top shape. Bring those abs back.
Good old bluegrass. Go to the Appalachian Mountains. Moderna's 2. Bluegrass. Paul, do you know Mark Johnson? Not by name.
Who's that? Maybe I'm
assuming
bluegrass.
Yeah.
Paul just listens
I like
to any
Toby Keith.
Oh my god. There's some country's gonna be like
George Strait. Come on, who does not love George Strait?
I don't know any country.
You don't. Pfizer's 2 shots. Moderna's 2 shots. Pfizer's 2. One has a 2-week wait for the second shot, and the other's a 3-week wait. The flu nasal vaccine is a live strain. She got infected prior to being vaccinated. Wow, that's the one who got the vaccination few days too late.
But I would think it would heal her, like antibiotics in a sense.
You build up antibodies maybe a little bit faster, maybe.
Yeah.
People testing positive after getting the vaccine were already exposed. The vaccine cannot infect you, and that's exactly what it is. That you're getting injected in your arm a dead virus. It's not. You're not going to show positive. You're not going to contract COVID from getting the vaccine.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Iceland is using Pfizer, and it's 2 shots. I can't get live vaccine due to fillers and mast cell, of course. Nisha says, I'd been sent there as well due to me having neurogenic bladder or paralyzed, and my normal back then was to force, push, and strain. I went and told them Sorry, I got lost again. As it was and got discharged.
Oh, wow.
The mRNA vaccines do not use the live virus. If she tested positive, she probably already had it. You can get it a lot of false. Okay. Nisha says, immediately, long story short, I finally got treatment, urinary catheter, keep fighting. So that's awesome that you got your treatment. I know it can be difficult.
I've never had a catheter, but I know the struggle. So you are a strong warrior.
Okay, so Kirsten RN says, the vaccine does not contain the actual COVID virus. It contains the instructions for the body on how to make just the spike proteins of the virus that your body produces and then fights it off.
So your body
needs instructions.
I'm sorry, I liked how you worded that. Needs instructions. A manual, so the shelves give you a manual.
Wheels Equal Freedom says, be careful, service dog may wash out during COVID.
Yes.
It definitely can happen for sure. Thanks for the info, guys.
Real quick, I want to answer that. The way I feel like you can help not have your service dog washed out. What does the term wash out means? It means like your dog just doesn't want to work. It hates its job, and you can see it. Like, they don't have any enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
With Orion, there was moments that I pushed him hard, but then there was moments I stepped back and I was like, it is time to play. I dropped everything. Took off his vest. We could have been in public, and I'm like, it is time to be a puppy because you need it. This is when you need to read your dog and, really be in tune to them. Because when I notice that Orion's just not as happy with working, you can tell. That's when I stop everything. I'm like, it's time for him to get love. It's time for him to get play or something. But lately, I have not been as strict on him. So he's been getting more love. So now he's just getting a little bit spoiled.
Zoe says she started to get symptoms of COVID after 2 days. So she got tested just to be safe. And the test was positive. The doctors are thinking she got infected after she got the vaccine, but they aren't sure how. Service Officer says, love the lighting, guys. Thank you. Molly Burke's service dog is retiring early because he's not doing the task like he used to. She does not know when she can get another service dog because the dog schools are all closed.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even... I know, I've never gone through an organization, but I have... Orion is about to turn 5, so I have been looking into breeders into getting a new service dog prospect. Mm-hmm. And a lot of breeders are saying the same thing. They will not be starting any new litters until the middle of 2021. So, yeah. I'm sorry, Orion. Yeah. I'll get a new sibling.
A lot of UK assistance dogs have struggled due to the lockdown, of course.
Yeah.
Guide dogs are held to different standards in a way than cardiac alert dog. I could be wrong. I'm assuming you're asking the question. Elena then said they are sort of held to a higher standard. Makes sense. So that's physically impossible. It takes 5 to 14 days after exposure to cause symptoms.
I'm so
they're
lost.
talking amongst themselves.
You
so
guys
we're lost.
start
Sorry.
getting me lost, yeah.
Standard in terms of task work.
Oh, we're talking a lot. Okay, I got it. Okay. I just heard on the news that they will not allow emotional support animals on planes anymore. I heard somebody brought on a
peacock.
One time. How would you like to be sitting next to that? There was one that they brought I believe a llama or a turkey on the flight. I have my
emotional support tarantula.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do not breathe directly on him.
Paul did say he used to work at Universal. Didn't someone say they came in with the... Yeah, that was one of Paul's nightmares. He saw that, he was like, what?
So when I was 16, what had happened was this. I worked at Universal Studios when I was 16 years old as a high school job. I was 18. And, they trained us, hey, there's going to be service dogs and miniature horses, as well as some people may bring in emotional support animals and saying they're service animals, whatever it is. They just say, don't ever ask them questions. Just call a manager. Manager will handle it. This dude was walking through the park with a tarantula on his shoulder. And he said the tarantula is trained to tickle the back of his ear before he had a seizure or something like that. And there was a space of 15 feet around this dude. People were like, "What the hell are you doing with a damn tarantula on your shoulder?" I was like, "Nope, ride's closed."
I thought it was funny.
Bro, no. Mm-mm.
But for me, guys, I have trained Orion. He is a full-fledged service dog. I've worked hard. I have been to places where there have been emotional support animals, and my issue is I put a lot of work into Orion, so when I just see, a pet going out in public acting up and distracting Orion and his job, that's where I get a little bit upset. And I don't think that's okay. Now, for a plane, if the dog or animal is perfectly well behaved, I'm fine with it. If it's not going to distract my dog if I'm getting on the plane, I'm fine with it. Because when we went to Dallas for our friend's wedding, there was an emotional support animal on the plane. It was like a cute little chihuahua in a cute dress. It was so cute. And it looked at Orion, and we did go with our friends, Judd and Jackie, and it looked at Harlow, and it was like, whatever. So I was perfectly fine with that. I was like, okay, good dog. You stay over there, I stay over there. I love it. So it was perfect. All right.
So someone's asking, how long does it take to train a service dog? I'm thinking about getting one to train myself.
Honestly, in the service dog world, you're going to hear everybody say 2 years, give or take 2 years. Personally, for me, I say there is no time limit because I feel like a dog never stops learning. You know what I mean? There's so many things you could train it to do, so it depends on you. It could be 2 years, but most trainers actually want to do more. So, it could be 4 or 5 years. Who knows? And it also depends on the conditions that you are developing over time. Because I know with my sister, she started getting mast cell a little bit later after having Harlow. And guess what? Harlow was like about 3 or 4, and she trained her how to alert. So you can always teach an old dog new tricks like that.
Yeah. Yuki says, I've had similar issues with my service dog in training. Sorry, hold on. My service dog in training, she was almost ready to graduate as a full-time, and then the shutdown happened. I'm reworking her up to my standards. Any tips for retrieval training?
I want to say I love how you haven't given up. Even though this lockdown may have made things difficult, you're still going for it, and I love the ambition. That's amazing. And your dog's going to love the commitment in the very end. Because dogs kind of, they need structure, and they actually like it when they have structure. So
yeah, it sounds bad. Orion is one of those dogs that he likes to have tasks to do. He loves working. He genuinely at home, it's not that he's not happy, but he's bored. He wants that stimulation. He wants to go out because ever since he's a pup, that's all he knows is us training him, and we're not working him to death.
He loves it.
Yeah, no, he genuinely enjoys putting his vest on and going out.
When we ask him to pick up something in our house for us, or retrieve something or go get something, he is so happy that in a sense he's like, oh my gosh, they need my help. I love it. And it's amazing. And that's what a good service dog is going to get you. But any tricks on retrieval, here's the best trick. Get something that they love, that they admire. It sounds bad. Even if it's your slipper, get it. Use it and use that as a tool to train. Now, mind you, over time, you don't want it to be a habit of them destroying that item. So that's another thing you want to keep in mind to make sure that whenever they do have that item, they do not destroy it. Always make sure they give it back to your hand. So find something that they love. Orion was actually a sock. Oh, no. It was actually my wallet. He loved picking up my wallet.
Well, your wallet was really brightly colored.
Oh, yeah.
And he liked it. It was cool.
I just dropped it. He just dove for it. But he never destroyed it, so that was good.
I see here. I am trying to train my dog to be a service dog, psychiatric alert, and task work.
That's awesome.
It can take time. Do not get frustrated. Their attention span's a lot shorter and smaller. You know what I mean? They'll just repetition and repetition. That's the most important thing. Always do the same thing in the same way every single time.
Yes.
Because if you do one task 3 different ways,
it's going to
confuse them. You know what I mean?
Has to be the exact same way. Now, mind you,
same command, same everything.
Now, mind you, it may not click overnight. For me, for Orion, it took almost 2 months for him to sit on command without me having to push him. I didn't think he could get there. But one day to the next, I was like, dog, sit. And I didn't think, and I just looked over. He sat. I was like, oh my God, you're smart. How did this happen? He looked at me when I said that.
I'm learning to teach him to play and care for me. That's awesome. Whenever they playing gentle is very important, especially if you have a big dog. MC says, ew, tarantula. Ugh.
Yeah, Paul's not a spider guy.
No, I am not. Okay, I will burn this house down, collect the insurance money, and say it was Orion's fault.
Okay, I heard about service dogs on planes are banned. I don't think they're banned I haven't been on a plane for a while, but I have heard they've gotten more strict about it, and they want to see more paperwork, even though they shouldn't require any. They still want to see some. So when I went to Dallas, I had all of Orion's paperwork, like, just ready. A doctor's note saying he is a full-fledged service dog and all the things he does for me. And then his vet records showing everything up to date, just in case. Now, mind you, when we did get to the airport, I was waiting for them to ask me for any of these paperwork, but they looked at him and they're like, he's vested, he's being well trained, like, we're not asking for the paperwork. So I don't know. I feel like it always changes, so I always just want to be prepared. All right, will you be doing any filmed online obedience titles with Orion while you're stuck inside? We've done a few and it's done wonders for keeping us both sane. I can do that. I would love to do training vlogs, but I just feel like my explanation wouldn't be on point. Like, I feel like I have a hard time saying the words, but my actions would show everything. But sure, why not? I would love to.
Ellie Marie says, oh, I almost missed this. Better late than never. Thank you for joining us. We were actually supposed to cut this off about half hour ago, but we're still here because we're just now.
We're getting to the bottom, finally. We're getting to the bottom.
I enjoy watching others so local fighting chronic illnesses. I'm still trying to figure out mine. Do not catch COVID. And when it comes down to finding out your chronic health issues or what you have, whatever treatment you need, it can take time. For me, like a year?
Yeah.
About a year when I was younger.
Let me just say, all of us make fun of Paul. We're like, you're not truly sick. I'm joking, guys. But he literally got his diagnosis within less than a year. That is really lucky.
It felt like forever for me. I was in pain and felt like death every single day.
Like, Jackie reminded you of that all the time, how lucky you were.
Yeah, no, Jackie, Jackie had a lot more issues. She kind of was like getting things over time.
No, I don't think that. I think, sadly, in our society, men are believed more than females. And whenever females say they don't feel good of some sort, it's either mental or it's probably hormonal. You have an imbalance. It's probably something chemically wrong, your ovaries, reproduction, something of that sort. I don't know how many times I had to be referred back to the gyno. I think in like 2018, we went to the gynecologist to get a checkup because doctors kept referring me back to them like 5 times. It was crazy. All right, let me see.
Sorry. I see. What a lover there you have. What dog is that in the middle of you? So this is Yori. She is the princess of the house. She rules everything. Okay, we call her Pink Belly because her belly is so pink. I love her.
All right, guys, I don't know what is going on, but I do see a comment that there is some possible bullying on here. Please, guys, let's be nice to one another. This is a supportive chat platform, chat live, and we're here to encourage one another because we're all going through unique struggles.
And we're here to spread as much awareness and kindness and love because imagine we're all having different issues of chronic health issues. Everybody experiences these things in different ways. So just because you experience it one way does not mean somebody else does and vice versa. So we just need to be understanding and helpful. And, again, if people want to take advice, they can. If they don't want to, that's on them. That's not a big deal.
Teach his own.
Exactly.
Okay. So I think we're about to end it because we're actually at the end. Now, Paul did have a couple screenshot comments that he wanted to address. Do you still want to address?
We pretty much went through everything. So let's finish this. Thank you for your live stream. Great advice and good communication. Helpful. Love to you all. Thank you. Let's see. Someone just said yes. Yes, women are so often disregarded. Our lives are just expected to be pain.
No, I feel like our lives are I don't know why, but it's just in the medical world, it's just disregarded more, as if we're faking it. It's all mental. Because imagine, back in the early 1900s, women easily went to the insane asylum for just having a mood swing, which I find appalling. And last year, I don't know why these last 2 years have been really difficult in the medical world. I've never been more discouraged, more discriminated against. It's crazy. And
go.
sorry, last year we did see a doctor, and I told him, hey, I'm having some concerns. I need to see a gynecologist. I need a referral. He had the audacity
the primary. Yeah.
yeah. He had the audacity to tell me, you don't need to see a gynecologist. You're fine. We can do everything here. We'll check you. And I'm like, thank you. I appreciate that. But, I have a couple unique cases. I possibly have endometriosis. I possibly have PCOS. I really want a specialist to look into this.
You know what this dude said, and I was about to start ripping him a new one. He's like, if I don't see anything that is concerning for you to warrant you to go to a gynecologist, I'm not giving you the referral for it. Me and Janice were both just like...
We were quiet for a couple seconds, and I had to think on my feet, because the one advice that Jackie always gave me, and I tried to do it daily, is, kill them with kindness. I've never been good at that. So I was like, okay, how can I talk to this lovely gentleman doctor about my needs without insulting him? In a sense, so he doesn't tell me to F off.
Yeah.
And I just said, thank you so much for that. But sadly, I do not believe in any male telling a female what she should do with her body and who she should and should not see. Once I said that, I didn't say it rude. I said it the way I said it. He looked at me, a light bulb went off in his head real quick, and he was like, no, we're going to write you up that referral right now. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate that.
And pretty much every single comment that every comment that I wanted to talk to about in the live was pretty much people always say. The only one was Wisconsin is 100% open as well. Here in Canada, especially the province where I live, the second lockdown, because the same thing that was going on in the United States with protests. All of the restaurants, bars, salons, and recreation facilities are closed until possibly January 14th. So, there's just a couple places that are just doing a little bit more serious lockdown. Someone, John K. said, fantastic live stream, worth staying up late for sure, past 1:30 a.m.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, but we're getting behind again.
Okay, guys, we are.
Yuki says, quick topic change. Any issues with the PS5? No.
It's good. I'm surprised.
So far,
just
so
not
good.
A lot of memory, right?
Yeah.
The memory's not the best.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing. It only has 825 gigabytes of memory, and I think it's 80 gigabytes are taken up by the systems that it needs to run. And I literally have Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Warzone installed, and Call of Duty Cold War. I don't have any other rooms for any other games. I have those two games, and that's it. I can't put any other games on it. So I'm pissed because I need to get an external storage for it.
First world problems.
Seriously.
Okay, wait. I love this comment from Sun. Throw the whole man away. Thank you. I agree. Throw them away. Throw some of them away. Maybe we could keep a couple of them.
Oh, Lord. Babe.
Good livestock. All right. Seriously, that's not a doctor. I have so many stories. It's not even funny. See you guys on Twitch. Yes, guys, we are sorry. This is where we're going to end it. We have people waiting for us on Twitch, and we're not switching over.
Melissa says, my husband wants to know how you got a PS5. He is jealous. So, Melissa, the reason why I got a PS5 is due to my lovely, beautiful wife.
It was actually my idea.
So we were actually running some errands, and I just got a post notification on my phone saying GameStop's going to have more in-person pre-orders tomorrow. Yeah. I was like, what? So I called up a GameStop, and they're like, yeah, we're going to have a few more pre-orders in person tomorrow. So these are guaranteed 100%. So I started calling a whole bunch of stores. Hey, how many are you going to have? They did not know. And I was like, what time should I be there? And they're like, I don't know, but you're probably going to have to camp out overnight. So me and Janice went at 2:30 a.m. and we stayed in line. I stayed in line. She was in the car all night up until noon the next day to get the PS5 pre-order.
Now,
totally worth it.
Some of you guys may understand, some of you guys may not. Me and Paul, we live our life to the fullest. We try to. And, there's some things we want to knock off our bucket list. And standing in line was one of them. I don't know why. He told me, and I just looked at him. It's on my bucket list just to be in line for something. Not like a TV on Black Friday, but actually something worthwhile. And
not just something $100 off.
Yeah, and then Paul was just like, you really want to do it? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Guys, I got so many compliments from all the other guys in line. Like, my girlfriend wouldn't do this with me. My wife is disappointed in me.
Some of them were like, yo, my girlfriend is pissed that I am here.
Yeah.
And this one dude was like, yeah, my wife does not want me buying this at all. And he's like, I don't care. I'm going to go sleep on the couch with my PS5 for a month.
So, yeah.
A lot of people say, see you on Twitch. Bury the man in the Everglades. Do you know anyone who sells mixed puppies? I'm looking to get one for my service dog. Any tips? No, we do not know anyone who sells puppies in general.
Yeah. If so, I would have been trying to get a free dog.
Love you all. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you.
Someone said, I had a PCP that refused to give me a neuro, and I had a seizure and almost died.
We should do another live of just horror stories of doctors because I have so many.
This is where we always say advocate. But guys, so what we're going to do now, it is 8:38 p.m. here. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick little break.
Thank you.
And then at 9 p.m. or about 9 to 9:15, we're going to jump onto Twitch for a little bit. All right?
And I'm going to be playing Kingdom Hearts. If you guys don't know what it is, it's a Disney game. It's so magical. It's so beautiful. And it really gives me like this type of nostalgia. So I definitely wanted to share it with you guys. I may be playing either the Little Mermaid world or Halloween Town. Can't wait to see you guys.
Love you all. Take care of yourselves. Online for Return of the Jedi. Long time. I camped out for the Wii and the PlayStation 3. I had never camped out for any game system at all. The PS4, we just got it in Walmart randomly. But guys, so this is going to be it for this live. Please let us know if you guys want another live very, very soon.
And what the topic should be.
We can talk about like horror stories of doctors and things that have been said to us, things that have been said to you guys.
Or all you females out there, what is the craziest things, medical world, that has happened to you? Yes, it will be girl talk, Paul. Go away.
Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, or 3. So it's the very first one.
And I have all 10 games, and I'm going to play them all for you guys.
Nisha says, I've subscribed to you guys on Twitch. See you all, and thanks for the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We truly, truly appreciate it. And like I said, we're going to take a 20-minute break. And then by 9 p.m., we're going to hop on to Twitch. And you will see the notification come up 5 minutes before for our Twitch account. So, guys, we'll see you then.
And good night.